All right, welcome back to another update on Dogecoin, whatever you want to call it, right? But pretty much here, everybody's seeing this huge crash that fell all the way to the downside. Now, you gotta always know about cryptocurrency. It's way more about the fundamentals besides knowing how to break it down technical wise, right? Like forex and stocks and things like that. It's very easy just to see the technical part about it alone and make an observation to get in for a buy or get in for a sell to cash out this and that, right? Where cryptocurrency is completely about fundamentals and really pretty much who supports it. Major banks or major places, businesses, and super like influential people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and other people like that, right? If anybody like that say they like it or they're producing it, as far as getting into it, buying it, is going to boost the coin up regardless of any situation. Okay, but seeing yesterday what happened, if you don't know by now, Elon Musk did an appearance on Saturday Night Live yesterday, right? He did an appearance on that show. And also on that show as well, his mother was there, okay? So on that show, his mother was there as well. And let's see what his mother said. If you're looking right here, his mother said, "I'm excited for my Mother's Day gift. I just hope it's not Dogecoin." When Elon Musk's mother said this, it made Dogecoin plummet all the way to the downside. If he wasn't watching it, I was. It fell very quickly and very fast. And after seeing the evening star candlestick confirmation on the higher time frame, I knew it was going to fall down even further to the downside. But saying this right here was a big part of seeing that huge crash you're seeing right now. And right now it is trying to recover just a little bit. We will discuss that in a second. But this right here, one of the major factors of why it fell to the downside. Also, right, one of the employees, as far as one of the cast members on Saturday Night Live, asked Elon Musk, "Is Dogecoin a hustle?" And Elon Musk answered, "Yes, it is a type of hustle, right?" But I don't really think Elon Musk meant it as like, yeah, it's some kind of scam or gimmick and it's not real. I think he meant as like it's a side project for him, meaning that he has Tesla, he has Neuralink, he has the Boring Company, right? He has so many other major companies he's focused on that Dogecoin is not a major thing on his list. You know what I'm trying to say? So like when guys say hustle, we say side hustle. Like we're not saying it's a bad thing. We're saying it's a side hustle. It's something on the side that we work on from time to time. It's not our major focus or our major priority that we're doing every single day, right? So seeing this right here, realize that cryptocurrency is very much about the fundamentals. You really got to keep it on what's going on every single day. What these guys are saying. Can you see right here? Also, another major thing is that Robinhood, right? They had another major outage. Again, this is a big thing because a lot of guys, especially new traders, they use Robinhood all the time. Pretty much sure everybody here use Robinhood. Everybody I pretty much know use it. I use it from time to time and then, but it's not a big part of my buying and selling. But it's a very easy platform for so many other people to use that is very common. It can become more common every single day. So if these guys have another outage, you can't buy or sell the token. It's a hard thing to deal with when you're trying to cash out your profits when it's falling down that low, right? Like as far as that crash, and so many people are trying to cash out and close out their profits. When there's an outage like this, you pretty much can't take your profits or even buy or sell or do anything as far as going toward that token, as far as Dogecoin, right? So this right here is a major thing I really look out for as far as Robinhood. Is getting kind of crazy how they cannot keep up with all the orders, knowing how big they are and know how important they are to new traders every single day. Because it's a very easy platform. You know what I'm trying to say? There's so many guys do enjoy using that platform. But right now, looking at Dogecoin, let's pretty much see how the technical analysis behind it fit in well with all the fundamentals. Because as far as the way I trade, I like to do technical analysis. Besides knowing and keeping up with fundamental, as far as what Elon Musk is saying, what guys are doing this and that, for big people in the world, I still have to focus on the way I trade as far as technical analysis and breaking it down just like this, right? So starting from the 4 hour time frame, the higher time frame, we can pretty much see what's going on. And this is why I'm trying to say that it's not a crash just yet. This right right here was very, very well, and we already expected this to happen. If you was watching our previous videos on my channel and you saw all this, we already broke down exactly this correction. We were already looking for this to happen at a given time, right? And it is happening right now. So now we're on the 4-hour time frame. I'm definitely back in looking for that buy opportunity. You see how we're now back on that overall trend line that price action comes to every single time. And that's why it came right back here, right back to that long-term buy. So at this given moment, it was a great chance to get back in for the buy around 45 cents. Remember in the past, it broke out of that level and pulled back. And that's also why we got it for that short-term buy before we saw this right here when it broke out of this past level of resistance, right? But now seeing price action coming right back here on that long-term buy, we can now get closer and look at it like this right here. We're getting closer right here. Now going down to the 3-hour, we can see also it's making a big Morningstar confirmation. Like this right here is a big Morningstar confirmation, which is also very, very significant. We're seeing that on the 3-hour as well as the 4-hour time frame is making this big, big Morningstar. And that's a bullish confirmation when it comes to price action. And that technical traders like myself, we look for confirmation all the time. But seeing this Morningstar here, it makes perfect sense coming back to that overall support level as far as that long-term buy, because it is a level of support. And seeing this on a 4-hour and 3-hour is super important because it's telling us that it's a super strong pattern, right? A super strong pattern as far as this Morningstar right here. So now going back to the 3-hour, we're getting closer. We can see what happened in the past. This right here will be back testing. We do this all the time to find what happened before, so we get a key idea of what could happen for the future. In the past, it broke above this level and then pulled back, made a big Morningstar right here, and it went all the way to the top side to about 70 cents per token. You see how it found support at that same exact level once again, and it went right back to the top side. Now, this right here is the major thing we're looking at, right? So now that we saw it broke below this level, when it broke below that level, it could have pulled back there and went even lower, right? And then the major thing we got to worry about really right here is seeing price action breaking this long-term buy trend line, that long-term support. If it breaks this long-term support, then yeah, we might see a downtrend. But this is what I mean by we're not going to see a crash just yet, because we're pretty much seeing here it's respecting that long-term trend line, that long-term support on that buy. So that's a very, very good thing for the coin. If it breaks it and probably come back below 45 and 40 cents per token, then yeah, that's more significant as far as coming back below here and pulling back and then going down to the downside. That would have happened, then yeah, we might see a reversal and see that downtrend. But seeing it like this right here, going back to the 3-hour and now going to the 2-hour, we can see how price action is breaking back above that level of support, right? So 1 second. We see how it's breaking back above this level of support, that previous level of support. And it's a very, very important thing because the same thing that happened before can happen again. You're going to look for that long-term buy because it already came to a long-term trend line and now trying to break back above this level. So if it break above here and then pull back here, it can go back up to the top side just like that and come right back to around 70 and 71 cents per token, or even 75 cents if it gets that high once again, right? But that's the way I'm looking at it. We see this past level support, right? Past touch here, and we see how in the past it made this pattern before taking all the way off. The same exact thing can happen once again. It can break above this level, pull back here, you get back in for the buy around 52 cents per token, and then you ride it all the way to the top side to see where the long-term buy keep on playing out, because that's what I'm looking for. But the main thing is, right, you got to see price action break above this 70 cents level. If we can see it break above that 70 cents level and then pull back to it, that's going to be super huge. A seed it might go all the way to $1 per token. But this right here is how I'm looking at it, right? We see this big Morningstar confirmation right here. It can push back above this level, pull back to about 52 cents per token, get in for the buy right here, and then ride it all the way to the top side. Or price actually can break the overall trend line, right? That 4-hour trend line we're seeing, and that's going to trigger that downtrend. So if it breaks the long-term trend line, that long-term support trend line, that's going to trigger the downtrend all the way to the downside. But until that happens, I'm not looking for a bear scenario to come in play until this long-term trend line is broken. Right now, I'm trying to see a price actually going to break above here, pull it back, and then go back to the top side and eventually break this level right about here. So I see you in the next lesson, guys. See you later.